I want to deal with, first of all, with its returns. And these are reducing. There's no shock there. But this is about active management.
Yeah, I think, what's interesting here is the ADIA's annual report is one of the few times that we get a glimpse inside the box of how ADIA is doing, how it's viewing the world, where it's investing its money. And what we're seeing is that the 20-year average rate of return has fallen from 6.5% to 5.4%. They're saying that this is down to some of the great gains they had in the late 80s, mid-90s, kind of falling out the back end of this now. But what's interesting is the way that they're responding to this fall in returns now. So they have, over the past few years, they've been managing more of their money in-house. There's been this shift going on, and now what they're saying is they're also going to become more active as opposed to passive investors.
Matthew, it's really interesting as well, some of the information as to how they view the world, basically. They see the current growth cycle, for example, not coming to an end yet. What else did we learn?
Well, yeah, as you say, there's some comments in there that they seem to say that the global economy could be more resilient than a lot of people are thinking. So, that's a very interesting line in amongst this time when everybody's worrying about the threat of recession coming up. We're also seeing them taking a much more proactive stance in the way that they're thinking about things like climate change. Climate change is becoming a consideration in all of their investments for the first time now. They're formally making the impacts on the climate as part of the investment decisions. They also flag in the annual report that they're starting to worry as well about this rise of nationalism and the kind of the de-globalization and thinking, the globalization is obviously, for an investor like ADIA, globalization has been a great benefit for them. It's led to asset prices rising around the world, and they've been able to benefit from that. So if some of this starts to unwind, which could be the threat now, then they're saying that investors like them need to stand up a bit more and defend globalization, which would be something of a shift from ADIA, which has typically been, very quiet and sat on the sidelines a lot and not really made its views on the world known. So that could be a big shift we see from ADIA going forward.